Right. Hello. All right. This class is going to be a lot of twisting, spinal mobility. So start laying on your back. Start to settle in, make those little adjustments. What's your body craving today? What brought you to your mat? And then just start to mentally shift. And give yourself that permission to set everything aside that maybe is pulling you away from yourself. And as you take a full breath in through your nose, is there tension? Is there rigidity? And can you let go of that to allow your breath to come a little easier? And can you start to find that wave-like movement of your breath, letting your diaphragm fully contract and expand as you pull your air in, without rushing, really enjoying your exhale all the way to the very end, where you perhaps notice the opposite, the belly drawing in, maybe the pelvic floor contracting and lifting, pressing the air out. And so take a few more of these as you start to find a rhythm to settle yourself in. And each time the mind pulls you away, can you come back to one breath at a time? And perhaps even setting an intention for why you came to your mat. If there's something you need to shift or change your perspective on, it's always a good place to find it here. All right, so starting with a little bit of mobility, you can bend your knees if they're not bent, feet on the mat, so feet wide, knees knock in, arms can tee out, and just starting to find some really sloppy twists. Let your knees fall over to your right, any amount. Bring them back to center, and letting them fall to the left. So continue to move at your own pace. And just starting to really notice where you feel those little lines of pull. So a lot here of how the femur bones are moving in the acetabulum, the hip socket. How that translates with the pelvis moving, the movement at your SI joints, where the sacrum connects to the pelvis. The lumbar spine articulates, so a lot of things going on here. Just take a few more. All right, and then bring your legs back to center. I'm going to make it a little more active, so bring your shins so they're parallel to the ceiling. Okay, knees can even be a little closer in towards your chest. Squeeze your inner thighs, your ankles together, so you're making one like unileg. Take a full breath in, and as you breathe out, just engage the core a little bit more. So just exaggerating a bit more of the low back pressing down towards the mat, the low ribs drawing in, and the pubic bone kind of lifting towards the low ribs. So keep that engagement. Start to draw your knees any amount over towards your left, but I want your right shoulder to stay rooted. Now, can you hold here? As you do this, try lifting your feet up a little higher than your knees. Come back to center. Switch knees over to your right. Left shoulder stays rooted. Low ribs stay down. There's still a little bit of that flexion in the low back. Feet lift higher than the knees. And cervical curve stays as neutral as you can, so the neck, the chin's not jutting up. Back to center with your inhale. Over to the left with your exhale. Try to move with the breath. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Try softening the left shoulder and chest. Back to center. Over to your right. Try softening, over to your left. Try softening the right shoulder and chest. Back to center. One more each side. Over to the right as you exhale. Inhale back through center. To the left, exhale. Back through center. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Give a nice squeeze there. Tuck your chin, round your spine, grab your hamstrings and roll yourself up to tabletop. So from your tabletop position, knees can be a little bit wider. Center your left hand a bit more. Inhale, open up to the right. Reach your right arm up to the ceiling. As you exhale, thread through, twist towards your left. Lowering your right shoulder down just to hover. We're going to keep it active to start. Inhale, re-lift. Right arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, twist to the left. One more time. Open up to the right. Inhale. Twist to the left as you exhale. So this time, rotate, rotate, rotate. Hips stay neutral. Now lower right shoulder, side of the head down. So this twist is more about the opening in the traps, the muscles on the kind of mid upper part of the back body. More about the rotation in the spine. So try to breathe into the back ribs. Take 2 breaths here. This is one of my favorite stretches. And when you're ready, inhale, reach your right arm back up to the ceiling. Place your right hand down, take a cat-cow. Inhale, lift your sit bones, lift your chest, your gaze. Exhale, round, tuck the tailbone. Find neutral with your inhale. Right hand comes to a little more to the center of the mat. Left arm reaches up, breathe in. Twist towards the right as you breathe out. Inhale, come on up. So a couple more dynamic. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, open up. Exhale, twist to the right, revolve, and then lower, settle in. Left shoulder, left ear. Now, can you breathe into the differences you feel? And especially twisting. We're always going to be different side to side. And breathe into those areas of resistance for 2 more breaths. Free your breath instead of holding it or stressing or straining. Back out if you need to. And when you're ready, with your next inhale, come on out. Left arm reaches up, breathe in. Left hand down to the mat as you breathe out. Inhale, cow, lift your sit bones, lift your chest and gaze. Exhale, cat. And find neutral as you inhale. Step your right foot forward as you exhale. From here, bring your hands to heart center as you inhale. Start to lean forward over your right leg. Twist to your right. Left elbow comes to the outer right thigh. And start to open your chest up to the right. Use your resistance. Right thigh presses into your left elbow. Option to keep that back knee down, or else find your balance, lift your back knee. Express your chest, your sternum, your collarbones forward. Hug your right hip back. Take one more breath in. Stay as you breathe out. Wherever you are, look down first. Unwind. Come up to crescent lunge. Arms reach up with your inhale. Step to the top of your mat as you exhale. Inhale, reach up. Grab your left wrist side, bend to your right as you exhale. Pause. Bend your knees around your spine. Circle yourself forward. Coming all the way back up to standing. Grab your right wrist side, bend to your left. Same thing. Round your spine. Tuck your tailbone as you circle forward. All the way back up with your inhale. Reach up. Take that stretch. Fold over your legs as you exhale. Empty. Reach your chest forward. Breathe in. Step yourself back into plank as you breathe out. Full breath in plank. Lower your knees. Lower yourself all the way to your belly as you breathe out. Now listen carefully, or look up if you need. Fingertips wide, elbows point up. Okay, tops of the feet press and your glutes stay engaged, so that's going to give you length in the low back. Inhale, roll up into like a medium cobra if it feels okay on the spine. Twist to the right as you breathe out, so your left shoulder comes down first. You feel a stretch in the pec. One more time. Inhale, roll up. This time, twist to the left. You can look over your left shoulder as the right side comes down first. Pause, hands beside you. Press up to tabletop as you inhale. Okay, with your exhale, step your left foot forward. Hands to heart center. Start to hinge over your left leg. Your whole left foot stays on the ground. Twist towards your left. Okay, so giving yourself that opportunity to resist. Pressing your left thigh into your right elbow. Are you rounding the spine? Can you broaden your chest and collarbones? Option to lift the back knee. Find those opposing forces. Reach through the crown of the head. Almost like you're scrubbing your right hand forward and your left hand back. Last breath in. As you breathe out, look down. Unwind, crescent lunge with your inhale. Try to find that neutral spine, neutral pelvis. And then step to the top of your mat, Tadasana. Inhale, arms up. Grab your left wrist side, bend to the right as you exhale. Continue that breath as you circle forward. Inhaling your way back up. Switching with your exhale, bend over to the left, circle back around. Inhaling back up as you stretch to the ceiling. Fold forward, breathe out. Inhale, re-lengthen, shoulders hug back. Step back into plank with your breath out. Now in plank, you can always be on the elbows. This one's hard to do from the knees, so go by feel. Let your heels fall over towards your left. Try to keep your chest and shoulders square. Legs are strong, chest reaches forward. Really try to lift that left side of the ribs up. Wrap the right side of the ribs down. Come back up to center as you inhale. Pause. Child's pose. Lift the heels of your hands so you're just on your fingertips just for a few breaths. You never have to sit all the way back on your heels in child's pose. Honor your knees, your body. And then come back up. Hands plant, hands are active. Plank. Feet can be hip width. Breathe in. Heels fall over to the right as you breathe out. Can you lift that right side of the rib cage up as if it's being pulled up to the ceiling with a string? Wrap the left side down. Press through the hands. Wake up the legs. Find your breath. Heels back to center. Inhale. Last time. Little child's pose here as you exhale. In your child's pose this time, walk your hands over towards the left. Find a little side bend just for a breath or two. Walk your hands over to the right. Same thing. Enjoy the stretch of your lats and your side body. Good. And then come back through center, back through tabletop. And just go ahead and lay onto your back body. You can hug your knees into your chest if that feels okay. And then take your arms wide. Give your hips a little scooch over towards your right. Knees come in. Let them fall over to your left. If you need any support in between the knees because there's a gap or space there, give yourself support. And we'll just hold this twist a little bit longer. So when your body can feel supported, your muscles then can communicate to your nervous system that they're like, okay, we're in a good, safe place. Let's relax a little bit more. So that's when you get that feeling of release. Your nervous system really controls the tension of your muscles. Keep your breath easy. Each diaphragmatic breath is a little massage of that rest and digest part of your nervous system. And just a couple more breaths here. You're always welcome to stay if you need. Love me a good twist. Or else inhale, come back up through center. Just realign your spine for a moment. If all is good, hips over to the left. Knees can draw in as you guide them towards your right. You might have to make little shimmies or adjustments. A block in between the knees can be really nice if there's that space. And the breath might have to feel a little bit more forceful in a twist. You're really twisting up the internal organs. And so what happens is you get some nice compression. The twists are always really known as beneficial for digestion. When you come out of your twist, you get that rush of blood flow, a little extra compression. And blood flow always equals healing. As runners, staying mobile through the spine is always so important. There still is a lot of spinal rotation in running. It's part of our engine, so to be strong but supple and keep you running a long time. Last breath. Inhale, bring your legs back to center. Once again, lift your hips, lengthen out your spine, get your vertebrae nice and long. Extend your legs, Shavasana, your resting pose. Give yourself a few sighs. Relax the tension in your face and your jaw. Let every bone in your body be heavy to the earth. Feel as if your muscles are melting away from your bones. And become effortless. And stay in this place for as long as you need. Great work making it onto your mat today. Namaste.